A 300,000-year-old throwing stick shows early humans engineered weapons with precision. In Herculaneum, AI just decoded a scroll sealed by volcanic ash for 2,000 years, revealing lost Greek texts on music, food, and pleasure. These aren't myths, they're real, recent finds. Let's dive in. In 1994, archaeologists excavating at Schöningen, Germany, unearthed a wooden stick measuring approximately 77 centimeters in length. Sharpened at both ends, with one end tapering more rapidly than the other, its purpose remained a mystery for decades. However, in 2023, British researchers employed advanced imaging techniques to reveal that this artifact functioned as a throwing stick, similar to a boomerang. Crafted around 300,000 years ago, the tool was likely made from a carefully selected, slightly curved spruce branch, which was debarked and possibly aged to prevent warping and cracking. This design would have allowed hunters to hurl it over distances of approximately 30 meters, effectively driving large ungulates into traps. Despite this breakthrough in understanding its function, the specific hominin species responsible for creating the throwing stick remains unidentified. Scholars suggest it could have been Homo heidelbergensis, a potential ancestor of Neanderthals, who inhabited regions of Africa and Europe between 700,000 and 200,000 years ago. But what if bones could map out not just life, but 7 generations of love, loss, and legacy? In northern France's Paris Basin, the Neolithic burial site of Gurgi, known as Les Noisats, has revealed the oldest reconstructed family tree in human history. Dating back around 6,700 years, scientists analyzed ancient DNA from 94 individuals and uncovered 2 extensive bloodlines. One connects 64 people across 7 generations, the other links 12 people over 5 generations. These findings, published in 2023, confirm a patrilineal and patrilocal structure. Men stayed in their birth community while women joined from neighboring groups. Interestingly, no half-siblings were found, suggesting monogamous relationships. The large number of full siblings points to a socially stable, healthy population. Genetic evidence also shows the community's founding male, initially buried elsewhere, was later reburied at Gurgi, underlining his ancestral significance. And just when we thought ancient texts were lost forever, a volcanic incident meets artificial intelligence. What secrets did the ashes keep? In the year 79 of the Common Era, Mount Vesuvius buried the Roman city of Herculaneum, preserving hundreds of ancient scrolls in the Villa of the Papyri. Discovered in the 18th century, these papyri were so carbonized and fragile that reading them seemed impossible until now. In 2023, the Vesuvius Challenge called on tech experts to unlock their secrets. Luke Ferrator, a 21-year-old computer science student from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, used artificial intelligence and high-resolution CT scans to identify the first Greek word porphyrias, meaning purple. He collaborated with Yusuf Nader from the Free University of Berlin and Julian Schilliger from Zurich to decode over 2,000 Greek characters. Their work earned them the competition's grand prize of $700,000. The recovered text, attributed to the philosopher Philodemus, discusses themes like pleasure, music, and food, offering rare insight into ancient thought. You've heard of the Titanic, but have you heard of the 17th century warship that sank minutes after launch, and the mystery woman it carried? In the early 17th century, the Swedish warship Vasa was a symbol of naval ambition. Commissioned by King Gustavus Adolphus, the vessel was equipped with 64 bronze cannons and adorned with elaborate carvings. However, on August 10, 1628, the Vasa capsized and sank in Stockholm harbor, merely minutes into its maiden voyage. The ship remained submerged for over 3 centuries until its remarkable recovery in 1961. Among the artifacts and remains retrieved, one skeleton designated as G was initially believed to be male. Recent DNA analysis, however, has revealed that this individual was, in fact, a woman. This discovery challenges previous assumptions about the ship's crew composition and offers new insights into the lives of those aboard the Vasa. Forensic artist Oscar Nilsson utilized the genetic data to reconstruct the woman's appearance, depicting her with fair skin, blonde hair, and blue eyes. This lifelike model is now exhibited at the Vasa Museum in Stockholm, providing a tangible connection to the individuals who experienced this maritime tragedy. If you could look into the eyes of someone from over 3,000 years ago, would you? Before we continue, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just press the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It means the world. It really supports this channel. And if you do that for me, I promise my team and I will do everything we can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Thanks to cutting-edge technology and artistic precision, we're now able to see the face of a woman who lived over 3,000 years ago during the Bronze Age. Swedish forensic artist Oscar Nilsson brought her appearance to life using a combination of computed tomography scanning, three-dimensional printing, and clay modeling. The journey began in the year 1997, when archaeologists discovered the woman's remains at a quarry in Kilmartin Glen, Scotland. Since then, the remains have been preserved at the Kilmartin Museum. Radiocarbon dating later confirmed that she lived sometime between 1500 and 2200 years before Christ and died at around 20 years old. In 2023, museum staff launched a project to reconstruct her face. Nilsson began by scanning what remained of her skull and producing a physical model using a three-dimensional printer. Because the lower jaw was missing, he carefully reconstructed it. He then layered the face with clay to represent muscles, skin, and other soft tissue, guided by data from similar remains. Afterward, he selected details like skin tone and hair structure to match what is likely for the region and period. The final result, a lifelike reconstruction of a Bronze Age woman, is now proudly on display at the Kilmartin Museum. What if an entire city once bustled with life beneath your boat, and you never knew it? In the year 2000, French underwater archaeologist Franck Gaudiot and his team from the European Institute for Underwater Archaeology rediscovered the ancient Egyptian city of Thanis Herakleopolis. Submerged beneath the waters of Abukir Bay, approximately 6 kilometers off Egypt's coast. This city, once a bustling port and religious center, had vanished beneath the sea over a millennium ago. Recent excavations have unveiled remarkable discoveries. Among them is a temple dedicated to the Greek goddess Aphrodite, dating back to the 5th century BCE. This sanctuary yielded a trove of artifacts, including bronze and ceramic objects imported from Greece, as well as remains of buildings supported with wooden beams. These findings suggest that during the reign of the Egyptian dynasty, Greeks were not only permitted to trade but also to reside in the city. Additionally, archaeologists uncovered the remains of a temple devoted to the Egyptian god Amun. Artifacts retrieved from this site include silver ritual tools, gold earrings, Horus eye pendants, and alabaster containers for oils and perfumes. These discoveries provide profound insights into the religious practices and cultural interactions of ancient Thanis Herakleopolis. If you had to choose, would you rather explore a lost Egyptian city under the sea, or walk through an ancient temple built for a Greek goddess in a foreign land? Which one fascinates you more, and why? Let us know in the comments below. In southern Vietnam, archaeologists have uncovered a remarkable artifact, a 2,000-year-old stringed musical instrument crafted from deer antler. This discovery, made at the Go Chua site in Long An Province, sheds light on the musical traditions of the Pre-Oceo culture that thrived along the Mekong River. The instrument, measuring approximately 35 centimeters in length, features a hole at one end, likely used to attach a tuning peg, and a bridge to support a now missing string. Researchers believe it was fashioned from the antlers of a sambar deer or Indian hog deer, species native to mainland Southeast Asia. This artifact represents one of the earliest known chordophones in the region, bridging the gap between ancient lithophones and more contemporary instruments like the Vietnamese K9. The instrument's design suggests it was played similarly to a single-stringed harp, possibly using a bow, and may have been used in rituals or communal gatherings. Its discovery underscores the sophistication of early Southeast Asian societies and their contributions to the region's musical heritage. History remembers him as a mad emperor. But what was Nero doing on stage, behind golden columns and hidden walls? In the year 2020, archaeologists began large-scale excavations near the gardens of Palazzo della Rovere in Rome, close to Vatican City. 2 years later, they uncovered what is now believed to be the long-lost private theater of Emperor Nero. The site revealed 2 Roman-era structures. One featured tiered seating and curved walls, clear signs of a cavea, the semicircular seating area used in Roman theaters. The second likely served as a backstage space. Among the most striking finds were marble columns, some still bearing traces of gold leaf, suggesting a lavish stage designed for imperial performance. Nero, who ruled from the year 54 to 68, was famous not only as an emperor but as a performer. He regularly sang, acted, and spoke publicly, behavior criticized by Roman elites, who considered the stage fit only for entertainers and slaves. Still, Nero commissioned his theater, as noted by ancient authors Pliny the Elder and Tacitus. The theater's precise location had remained unknown for centuries, until now. This discovery near the Palazzo della Rovere stands as one of the most important Roman archaeological finds in recent history. What happens when rock art doesn't just depict life but war? A cave in Borneo holds a fierce visual memory. During recent archaeological work in the Gua Sira cave, located in the Malaysian state of Sarawak on the island of Borneo, an international team made a striking discovery: ancient rock paintings, unlike any found in the region before. While earlier cave art in Malaysia primarily featured geometric patterns, animals, and scenes of daily life, the Gua Sira murals revealed something far more dramatic: armed conflict. The wall paintings show men in traditional headdresses wielding weapons and shields in battle formations. This artistic theme had never been documented in Malaysian cave art, prompting researchers to carry out radiocarbon dating. According to analysis conducted in 2023, the paintings date from the 15th to the 19th century. During this time, the area was inhabited by the Baidaya people, an indigenous community that, according to oral tradition, used the cave as a refuge during invasions. They successfully resisted multiple attacks by outside groups attempting to seize the site. This discovery not only confirms those oral histories but also sheds new light on a previously undocumented armed conflict in Borneo's colonial past. The Gua Sira paintings offer a rare, first-hand visual account of resistance, survival, and cultural memory carved into stone. A tomb forgotten by time, now reborn through satellite scans. Who was this great equalizer buried near the pharaohs? Stay tuned. In the year 2023, Czech archaeologists rediscovered a tomb lost to time, the final resting place of Ptah Sheps, a powerful official who lived around 4,500 years ago during Egypt's 5th dynasty. Although first identified in the 19th century by French Egyptologist Auguste Mariette, the site was never fully excavated and was eventually reclaimed by the desert. Fast forward to the present, and a meticulous investigation combining satellite imagery, historical maps, and years of fieldwork led researchers to Abu Sur, just south of Cairo. There, adjacent to the pyramids of pharaohs, they uncovered the massive mastaba tomb of Ptah Sheps, measuring 42 meters long, 22 meters wide, and over 4 meters high. Despite earlier looting, the tomb still held stunning finds, ceremonial pottery, rare ritual items, and even Egypt's first known example of a mummified fish. But the most remarkable discovery was the intact sarcophagus. Inside, the remarkably preserved remains of Ptah Sheps himself. This high official once served Pharaoh Nayusir Ini, and held the rare title of Great Equalizer, a role tied to justice and order in the ancient court. The rediscovery of his tomb is a breakthrough for Egyptologists, shedding new light on elite burial practices and state power during one of Egypt's most transformative dynasties. The archaeologists made a groundbreaking discovery beneath the Church of San Pablo in Mitla, Oaxaca, Mexico. Using geophysical tools, they uncovered a network of underground chambers believed to lead to the Zapotec underworld. Mitla, once a sacred Zapotec city thriving until the 15th century, was built with ceremonial courtyards and palaces. Historical accounts from 1764, including those by missionary Francisco de Bergoa, describe a sealed stone doorway beneath Mitla Sala that opened into Lioba, the kingdom of the dead. Spanish colonizers, fearing indigenous rituals, blocked the entrances and built the church atop the site. Now, researchers from the ARCS project and Mexican heritage institutions have confirmed the presence of tunnels and chambers under the church using ground-penetrating radar and electrical tomography. These findings align with ancient descriptions of the underworld. Although excavation beneath the active church is restricted, the team plans further non-invasive exploration to map this sacred subterranean space, where legend and archaeology powerfully converge. If a doorway to the kingdom of the dead were found beneath your local church, would you want it sealed forever or explored to the end? What do you think lies down there? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and follow the channel to discover more interesting things. The archaeologists from the Bavarian State Office for the Preservation of Monuments uncovered a remarkably preserved bronze sword during excavations near Nördlingen in Bavaria, Germany. Dating back roughly 3,000 years, this octagonal bronze blade, complete with a solid hilt, was discovered in a burial containing the remains of a man, a woman, and a child. Though the sword shows no signs of combat use, experts believe it may have served a ceremonial purpose. Still, its craftsmanship suggests it could have been deadly in battle. The blade is likely linked to the Urnfield culture, which emerged around 1300 years before the Common Era and is known for pioneering bronze weapon production. Whether the sword was locally forged or imported remains under investigation. What makes this discovery especially rare is its context. Most burial mounds in this region were looted long ago. This necropolis, however, was found untouched. According to German researchers, the exceptional condition of the sword offers a rare glimpse into Bronze Age weapon making and ritual traditions. In June 2023, archaeologists at the Regio 9 site in Pompeii uncovered a fresco showing a silver tray laid with fruits, wine, and a flat, brown focaccia-style bread. Though this dish lacks tomatoes and mozzarella, two ingredients not introduced to Europe until centuries later, its appearance has drawn comparisons to pizza. According to the Archaeological Park of Pompeii, the fresco likely represents a form of seasoned flatbread enjoyed by ancient Romans. Tomatoes arrived in Europe only after the 15th century, and mozzarella cheese appears in cookbooks starting in the 16th century. Still, this fresco suggests that long before modern pizza was born, the appetite for flat, flavorful breads had already taken root in Roman kitchens. You know the Sphinx, but have you seen one smiling? The face of a Roman emperor hides in plain sight. In March 2023, Egyptian archaeologists uncovered a unique limestone statue during excavations at Al-Tuna al-Gabal in Elmiya province, Upper Egypt. The statue, found in a Roman-era shrine, bears a striking resemblance to the Great Sphinx, but with an unexpected twist: it's smiling. This miniature Sphinx features soft facial expressions, defined dimples, and a serene smile, very unlike the stoic face of the Giza Sphinx, believed to depict Pharaoh Khafre from over 4,500 years ago. Measuring less than 1 meter in height, the statue may represent Roman Emperor Claudius, who ruled from 41 to 54 in the 1st century. Archaeologists also uncovered a slab with hieroglyphic and demotic inscriptions near the statue, further suggesting Claudius' presence and influence in the region. The find offers a fascinating glimpse into how Roman rulers integrated Egyptian religious symbols to legitimize their power. Between 2016 and 2023, archaeologists uncovered 3 new sections of the Roman Riverside Wall in central London, once known as Londinium. These finds were made along the River Thames at Upper and Lower Thames Street in Sugar Quay, totaling just over 100 meters in length. Built during the 2nd century of the Common Era, the wall originally stood up to 6 meters high and featured solid stone construction. It served not only as a defensive barrier during tribal uprisings, but also as a symbol of Rome's engineering and authority in Britain. Alongside the wall, researchers also revealed exceptionally preserved wooden wharf structures, evidence of Londinium's role as a vital trading hub. These piers once supported cargo ships that brought goods into the heart of the Roman Empire's farthest reaches. This discovery proves that even beneath one of Europe's busiest cities, pieces of ancient history remain intact, reminding us that some of the greatest archaeological stories are hidden right below our feet. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I hope you'll love this content. Comment below about the next topic you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.